yeah, here we are as we go around the last corner, ready to start his lap here. This was Mario Shora, fastest lap around Fuji International Speedway during the qualifying. He did qualify P10, so yeah. Heading up into turn 1, very difficult hard braking zone for turn 1. Nicely early on here. Nicely done there by Mario Shoa. Very difficult track to navigate. This long right-hander and then you're straight onto the brakes here almost. It feels like straight on when you're in the car. And then you're into that tight left-hander on the gas nice and early there. Heading out to the outside, using as much of the track as possible. In and up to the second hardest braking point, I would say, on the track anyway. Around the S-bend here. Tricky chicane to get right. If you clip the curb on the inside of the mid-turn there, it's very easy to lose the rear end of the vehicle. Someone just going off there in front of Mario. Not putting him off at all. Not fazed by it. Tucking in nice and early here for the penultimate corner. Heading up into the final turn here. Again, very difficult to see the apex here for this last corner, but very important that you nail it and get on the gas nice and early for the start-finish line straight. Getting on the gas and getting as much pace as possible along this long straight here at Fuji. Very nice lap indeed there by Mario Shoa. 1:38.333. On board now with Nuno S. Costa here as he gets ready to take on his qualifying lap, which is a very respectable lap indeed as well. Nuno S. Costa heading up towards turn 1 here at Fuji. Hard on the brakes here, turning in nice and early. Getting on that gas. Just a little bit late there, I would say. Nicely done there. On the limit of a corner cut there and a slowdown, but nicely done nonetheless. Heading up to the second hardest braking zone of the circuit, heading into the last, well, sector 2 really, but the penultimate sector. Again, too much curb on the inside will send you spinning there, but that was nicely done there from Nuno S. Costa. Corner here. On the gas nice and early there. That was a beautiful exit from the last corner. Heading up the start-finish line straight to complete his lap here at Fuji. His fastest lap, which was a 1:38.31. Outstanding lap there from Nuno S. Costa. On board now with Elliot Hellier as well as he heads up towards our starting his fastest qualifying lap here with a beautiful sight of the TV in the Lamborghini, which is an absolute nuisance on this track. Elliot had stated that as well. You know, it blocks your sight there from a lot of the apexes on this circuit. But yeah, nonetheless, He starts his lap. And a very respectable lap indeed for the first of our pros here from TLDR Sim Sport. Very well respected team in the championship. Oh, almost losing it there, keeping it nicely. Helly are doing a fantastic job here of holding on to that Lamborghini GT3. Heading up into the last, the penultimate turn here on Fuji. Nice and smooth there. Difficult corner to get right in the Lamborghini. That's the Lamborghini likes to just get a little bit loose there, but Elliott showing how it's done there. Last corner, very tricky to see the apex there. As you can see, he just misses out on it a little bit there. Heading up the start-finish line to complete his lap, which is fastest lap for this qualifying, which put on P8, was a 1:38.25. Excellent lap nonetheless from Elliott Hellier there from TLDR Sim Sport. On board now with Matthew Tatler here, who is an evaluation driver. Nice to see Matthew involved in the T7R GT3 Championship. Car number 21. Starting his lap here at Fuji now, heading up into turn 1. Braking just around the start of the curb there on the left-hand side. Turning in nice and early on the gas there. Absolute splendid job there from Matthew. Nice tidy turn 1. Cuts a good bit of the entry there, gets a little bit wide. On the gas nice and early there as well. Collects a good bit of the curb there on the inside. Doesn't on that, because we all know if you collect that curb on the inside there, the mid curb of that chicane, it does like to throw your rear end out a little bit, heading up to what probably one of the most trickiest corners in the circuit as well, where the elevation changes as you're turning, and it's very hard to keep that rear end from sliding out as it gets light on the rear end. Heading up into the last corner here from Matthew's lap, and down the straight nicely on the gas there. Matthew finishing his lap, his fastest lap of qualifying, which put him in P7 on the grid with a 1:38.11. On board now with Dave Kellaway, who was 6th in the qualifying session. You get to see his lap here now. Car number 007, our very own James Bond. On the brakes nicely there in this Audi GT3. Nicely done there by Dave Kellaway. Beautiful turn 1. A bit of technical issues there with the camera. Nice turn there as well. Dave Kellaway really smooth on this lap. No wonder this was a fast one. This was very early on in the qualifying session as well here for Dave Kellaway. It does show second and down on the bottom left, but he actually qualified on 6th place. Nicely done there from Dave Kellaway. Beautiful qualifying lap there, and nicely done from him as well. Heading into Joran Bahn's fastest lap here of the qualifying session. Joran with SLM Motorsports there. In and up to turn 1. Very hard braking zone. And to get it right as well, does he take any of the curb on the left? Not quite. But he does get tucked in nicely. Very nice. Turn 1 there from Joran. And up into turn 2 here, which is a fast snap left-hander. Gets a good cut there on the left-hand side. Nice little bit of curb on the outside as well there. Again, the long right-hander here. Almost like a double apex to get that right. You can see just how smooth Joran is there on the gas as well. Heading up into the last sector here. Not too much curb there on the left-hand side, the same as the rest of the guys that manage the top 10. Keeping it nice and smooth on the exit. Penultimate corner. Tucks in. Nicely done there by Joran. Straight to steering up. Absolutely perfectly there. And into the last turn to complete his lap. Going along the start-finish line straight. This is Joran Bahn from SLM Motorsports. Absolutely outstanding lap time there from Joran Bahn, sorry. Yeah, great lap there from Joran. Well done. And here we are here with our fellow Scotsman, Neil Ferrier from RD Sim Sport. Starting his lap here at Fuji International Speedway, which was another absolutely belter of a qualifying lap from Neil, doing really well. His second evaluation race. He should be placed in class for next week's race, guys, at Watkins Glen. Should be an interesting race as well. Make sure you check back next week here on YouTube for that race. And if you want to be part of this championship, all the links that you need to be able to join, any of the info you need is all in the description on YouTube. So please do check it out, guys, and be part of this championship as well. Second hardest braking zone here. Neil turns in nice and early, gets a bit of curb there. But again, doesn't take any of that curb. You'll notice that all the top 10 drivers doesn't take any of the curb there on the inside. That curb is lava. Ferrier here coming up into the penultimate corner. Nicely done on the gas really early. Probably the earliest we've seen so far. And there again as well to finish his lap. Absolutely stunning that lap there from Neil. That last sector was absolutely beautiful. Crosses the line there for a great qualifying lap there from Neil Ferrier. Outstanding. And here we are with Roland Bourne from SLM Motorsport again. This team's certainly dominating Fuji. Quite a few of their drivers in the top 10 in the grid. So always good to see. Heading up into turn 1. Roland Bourne here from SLM Motorsport. Nice early turn in. On the gas beautifully there on the exit. And that's Porsche GT3. Nicely cut there on the inside as well. You can get away with a lot, but there is a fine line of an off-track and not. Just having to counter steer there. Probably lost him a couple of tenths. Nonetheless, it was well done from Roland there. Second hardest braking zone of the circuit. Getting around there nice, almost full lock to the right. Nicely done there as well, avoiding that inside curb there. And the I can't see corners, as we will call them. Oh, nicely done. Look at that. Absolutely powering through this last sector here. Roland really making his mark here in this Porsche GT3. Excellent exit out of the last turn there to head up the start-finish line straight and catching a little bit of draft off the car in front as well. Nicely done there by Roland for an epic qualifying lap there. The one at 37.57. And here we are on board here with Bram van Essen as he starts his lap here as well in the qualifying session. This is Bram's fastest lap of qualifying. Heading up into turn one with the hardest braking zone of the circuit here. Holds out left. Nice and early right there. You can see the movement on that wheel. Nice and smooth. Gets it out there, really beautifully done there by Bram from SLM Motorsport. Nice early turn in there, good cut. Little bit extra exit there on the curbs. Smooth as you like on that steering and the inputs here. You can just hear the car just on the edge, but nicely on the edge. Nice chicane there as well, hitting the curbs on the exit. Not too much of them though. Heading up into the I can't see corners. Penultimate corner here, nice and early on the gas. And nice and early on the throttle again on the exit, heading up to complete his lap. Bram van Essen, car number 101. Outstanding lap there from Bram van Essen, really nicely done. On board now with Marco Silva, our pole qualifying position winner in the BMW GT3 here. Nice turn at one there. There wasn't much separating these guys in the qualifying, which you'll see when I bring the results up right after this lap is complete, guys. Marco getting a lot of that curb on the exit there. Using up all the track. A lot of curb there on the inside. Not so much in this part. Again, every single driver in top 10 managing to stay away from that little lip on the curb there that sends the back end out of your car. Heading up to the I can't see corners here for Marco Silva. Car number 333. The final corner, nicely early on the gas there, beautifully done. Nice little bit of curb on the exit, heading up to finish his lap here and put himself on pole position for the race here at Fuji for round 3 of the T7R, the GT3 Championship. So yeah, as we look at the results here of the GT3 Championship qualifying session, yeah. So let's show the grid here. Yeah, so here we are, guys, with a rundown of the qualifying grid, sponsored by Sim Racing Industries and TILLYNEUVE Coaching. Marco Silva starts on the right-hand side there in pole position. Car number 333 with a 1:37.118. Absolutely outstanding at time here at Fuji. Bram van Essen in second place from SLM Motorsport. Roland Bourne in third. Neil Ferrier in fourth. Joran Ban in fifth. Dave Kellaway sixth on the grid. Matthew Tackler in seventh. Elliot Hellier in eighth. Nuno S. Costa in ninth. Mario Schoer there in 10th. Jon Dobarts in 11th place on the grid. 12th place was Hakon Lindmo. 13th was Josh Kwan. Chris Chatterton in 14th. 15th was Mark Cripps. Colin Campbell only managing 16th there. Alan McCain managing 17th. Graham McKechnie in 18th. Stevie Amatidis there in 19th. And Drew Nichols in 20th place there on the grid. Absolutely outstanding qualifying session we had there, but let's get on with the race. As the cars are gridding it up here for this epic round of the T7R GT3 Championship here. Round 3. This is the race session. Formation lap, and now it starts with Marco Silva there leading on the pole position right now. Bram van Essen right behind him. Heading up into the final corner here, getting ready to start the race here for the T7R round 3 championship, round 3 of the championship here at Fuji International Speedway. And along the long start-finish line straight, because Silver getting ready to go. Waiting on the green light by the looks of it. And there I go. Marco Silva starts the race here at Fuji International. Heading up into turn 1. Go up into a wider angle here so we can see the turn 1 action if anything happens. Three wide there in the mid-park, heading through turn 1. Everyone getting through nice and tidy. Heading down with your leader again here, Marco Silva. The race has started here at Fuji International. Some overtakes being made early on as well here already. Drew Nichols moving up into 18th. We have a little look at Drew Nichols here. He's starting to push up through the pack. Having to brake a little bit there to avoid Colin in front of him there. A lot of the action up here at the back just now. Drew Nichols up and around the inside, late braking into the I can't see corner 1. Colin just tucking in behind. Colin goes out wide. Colin Campbell spins off there. As the first laps of this race get underway, very, very dramatic at the start. Colin Campbell got a lot of work to do now as he sits last. Neil Ferrier hunting down the rear of Roland Bourne right now. Neil Ferrier heading up into I Can't See Turn 1, and then I Can't See Turn 2, as we'll call them in the race, and that's not their official corner names, but we'll call them that because it's true. You can't see. Skid mark still there from Colin Campbell's off track in the last lap there. Guys are absolutely flying down this straight. Ram Essen getting the fastest lap so far of the race, really making his mark early on here. Elliot Hellier looking a little bit feisty here at the start of the race. He's getting close to Dave Kellaway in front of him right now. Putting that Lamborghini GT3 Evo to work here in the T7R GT3 Championship. Elliot Hellier, a seasoned driver here. Certainly always up there in the top 10. Drew Nichols has had a crash. We will have a little look at that at the end of the race. Oh, Elliot going out right there, just narrowly missing. I actually think he clipped that Mercedes-Benz there of Neil Ferrier. Neil Ferrier dropping down the rankings there. Lost the back end of the I Can't See corner 1. Elliot Hellier heading into the pit stop there. Joran Van takes that position off Elliot then. Continues on as this race heats up here early on in the race. Mario Schuler looking a little bit promising there down in 12th place as he's chasing the rear end of Josh Kwan. Just having an incident just back there, guys. We'll have a look at this, but this is a battle going on right now. Matthew Tadler looking to overtake Chris Chatterton. Has he got enough legs into turn 1? No, he hasn't. Probably using that advantage there to save some fuel. Nuno S. Costa, the race is heating up right now. We are going through a session of battles all over the circuit right now. Matthew Tyler looking a little bit spicy again against Chris Chatterton there. Normally too alarmed of the swapping positions there at the lead just now. Marco Silva is having a little bit of connection issues there. But in other news, Josh Kwan has had another incident there, guys. We will check that out at the end of the race as well, see what happened there. These battles that are ongoing around the circuit right now. Alan McCain against Mark Cripps. He's right up the back of him right now. Has he got enough legs to try for an overtake into turn 1? He's out. He's looking for it. Alan McCain currently got his nose in front. Can he keep it in front into turn 1? Nicely done there from Alan McCain. Beautiful little overtake. Mark Cripps dropping down into P11. Mario Shore here looking as well to spice things up against Jon Dobarts. Having a good little battle, this group again. We did see them last week as well, having a good battle. Drew Nichols joining that as well in the background there. Sorry, not Drew Nichols. That's Joran Ban, sorry, in the BMW, I do apologise. Drew Nichols is down in P19 behind Colin Campbell right now. Is there an overtake move going to happen right now? They are out for the overtake. There's 3 cars. Are they going to go 3 wide? Currently 3 wide going along. No, they're not. Jon Dobart's just letting that happen there, I think. Playing it safe, I think Joran Dobarts was. Nicely done there by these drivers. Good overtakes. And as we were talking there as well, Colin Campbell did pass David Tucker, but had a little incident. There's a little battle going on between Colin and Dave Tucker here. Way down in P17 and 18. Dave Tucker looking to go up that inside there. Putting Colin under a lot of pressure. Colin did say before the race that this wasn't his favourite track. He wasn't looking forward to it at all. And as you can see, his position is shining that through right now. And a bad start as well he had at the end of lap 1 with a little spin. That we will have a look back on at the end of the race as well, when we look back on the crashes throughout the race. The replays brought to you by Sim Racing Industries, our official sponsors. Matthew Tatler though. Oh, David Tucker just getting a little bit loose there on the I can't see corner 1, I think it was. David J. Tucker having a little crash there. Let's get back up with this action here around Mark Cripps. Mark Cripps always involved in the drama right now. He's always there or thereabouts. Mario Show up there as well, looking a bit spicy against Joran Ban just there. What an absolute start to your race here. The first 12 laps have been electrifying on this GT3 Championship race so far. Let's jump up and have a little look at these leaders as they're pulling out an 8-second gap so far from Roland Bourne behind. Absolutely flying these two guys are throughout the race so far. Bram van Essen there and Marco Silva. Maintaining a consistent gap between each other as well. Joran Ban going for the overtaken Mark Cripps. Joran Ban makes that stick, I think. Yeah, it's looking that way. Mark Cripps still battling back though. Mark Cripps has got the inside of this corner. Joran Ban manages to take that, but goes out wide. No doubt gets a slowdown off that. I would imagine that would be. Yeah, Mark Cripps retaking that position temporarily just now. What a battle between these guys. Absolutely outstanding, and keeping, look at the respect on track as well, keeping it all nice and clean. A little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact there, just as I was saying that. Again, Mark Cripps really involved in the action here from SLM. Starting to pull a little gap though. Mark Cripps is. Oh, wait a minute. Neil Ferrier got a good exit there. It's Neil Ferrier going to manage the overtake here as he's trying to make his way back up through the pack. He is now down 9 positions from his incident earlier on in the race. David J. Tucker having an incident there again. Moves down into P21. Elliot Hellier is out the race as well. Retirement from Elliot Hellier, guys. Neil Ferrier with a little bit of damage on his bonnet there, trying to catch Mark Cripps. I'm wondering if and when he passes him, he'll sing "I've Got You, Babe." Seems to be Mark's national anthem right now. Chris Chatterton having an incident in the background there as well, guys. Chris just losing the car a little bit again. We will catch up with that at the end of the race. There he is there in the left-hand side. So Neil Ferrier takes that pace. Chris Chatterton off the track there in the left-hand side. Battle for the lead though. It was getting close there between those two. Let's get back to Neil Ferrier though, because this is the closest battle we have right now on the circuit. Alan McCain as well making an impact just in front. These guys sticking really closely together. Seems to be a pack of Mercedes there against that Audi. Audi feeling slightly intimidated, but Mark managing to hold them off fairly nicely there. Mark, a very, very strong defensive driver, which you will see as the race goes on. Graham McKechnie having an incident there in the background. Wait a minute here. Richard Elms is getting overtaken there. Mario Shore as well. Looking tidy around this section right now. Neil Ferrier still hunting down Mark Cripps, so try to put him under as much pressure as possible. Gets a good exit out the last corner. Has he got enough legs to make an impact along the straight? Neil Ferrier just kind of lays off there a little bit. I wonder if he's got a little strategy, and he said just to save some fuel right now. .1 of a second separating these two drivers. Neil Ferrier trying to get up round the outside, doesn't quite make it there though. He's just putting Mark under pressure, poking his nose in where he can, letting Mark know that he's there and letting him know that he's not going to go away. Round the S-bend here. And I can't see one. And I can't see two. Does Neil Ferrier get a good exit this time? Jon Dobart's overtaking Chris Chatterton there in the background as well. Does it happen this lap? Does Neil manage to get out and get this position taken from Mark Cripps? He's poked his nose, he's out. A little bit later breaking into turn one, and Neil Ferrier gets that job done. And nicely done there from Neil. And that overtaking manoeuvre now done on Mark Cripps. Two drivers now retiring, I think, anyway. Graham McKechnie's still in the pits. I don't know whether he's retiring or not. He's still in the pits, it looks like if he may have. Chris Chatterton is catching Jon Dobarts again after that earlier overtake, as we were speaking about Neil Ferrier and Mark Cripps there. Little pockets of action happening all over the place right now. Chris Chatterton, absolutely excellent driver. I've watched him on Twitch a few times now. Races for Eclipse Racing Team. Stunning livery as well there, nice and colourful, sticks out. Alan McCain making a little battle here as well. Trying to take the only Ford in the village. Hacking at Lindmo in front of him. Bram Van Essen poking his nose out there. I think Bram's got a little bit of a strategy in his head here to try and maintain that position. He's really staying close to our leader here. They've now got a 9-second gap, 19 laps into the race. 29 minutes in, 9-second lead these drivers have got over P3 Roland Bourne. Bram Van Essen making a move up the inside here for the lead. He's got his nose in front. Bram Van Essen, lap 20, takes the lead for the first time. Lap 20, we have a lead change here. T7R GT3 Championship. Round 3 at Fuji. Marco Silva still trying his hardest though to get back past Bram Van Essen there. Alan McCain managing that overtake on Lindmo as well, while we are watching currently the battle for the lead. Mario Shore making an overtake move on Mark Cripps here as well, up the inside of turn 1. Nicely done there from Mario Shore. Mark Cripps dropping down into P13. This ongoing battle for the lead between Bram and Marco still going on here in the race. Lap 21 almost managing to get a rebound overtaking manoeuvre done there. Marco heading into turn 1 again. I think it's certainly going to be a battle that's going to be ongoing throughout the race here. Joran Ban managing to overtake Hakan Lindmo there for P9 as well, just behind going into turn 1. So it's Alan McCain and Joran Ban managed to overtake Lindmo there in the Ford. Oh, Joran Ban and Alan McCain having a little bit of battle here. Joran just having to brake a little bit extra there due to being offline. Nonetheless, manages to retain it, and Chris Chatterton on a battle as well now with Mark Cripps. Mark Cripps showing up a lot in this race right now. Always in amongst the action. A lot of drivers certainly within overtaking distance right now on the race. Chris Chatterton, one of them that's almost Joran Ban though. Chris Chatterton and Joran Ban. Marcus Shore just behind there, and Neil Ferrier as well. Neil just making a little boo-boo there. Chris Chatterton behind as well, now attacking his Audi partner there of Mark Cripps. David G. Tucker having an incident as well there again, guys. Really not having a good race is our David. Someone going into the pits there. Neil Ferrier in the pit stop going for an early one. Chris Chatterton and Mark Cripps having a good little battle here though. Joran Ban as well, currently in P9. He's up 9 positions. Sorry, he's down 4 from his start position. Alan McCain doing a good job though of holding him off right now. Oh, he takes a tighter line there, up alongside him. Can he get the switch back? They both lost a lot of time there. Alan McCain having to defend while Joran Ban was attacking, which then caused Hakan behind there just to catch up a little bit, but Hakan did have too much of the curb on the outside and lost a little bit of time there as well. Storm doing a good job right now, Mark Cripps, aka, sorry. Doing a good job of holding Chris Chatterton off right now. Colin Campbell makes his pit stop there as well. Josh Kwan as well going into, sorry, Kwan going into the pit stop as well there. A lot happening in the midsection here. Hakon and Lindmo having a little battle here, and Alan McCain dropping down that position there as Joran Ban takes that position, and Hakon Lindmo off of Alan McCain. Looks like Alan McCain is going into the pits. Yep. Alan McCain heading into the pits there as well in the background. Josh Kwan still in the pits there. Chris Chatterton still battling with Mark Cripps here. Back in limbo. Starting to catch Joran Ban just a little bit here. As we can see, as the pit stops are starting to... Oh! Hacken just getting a little bit loose there on the exit. That Ford putting him to the test there. He manages to hold on to it nice. It's a really good save there from Hacken. And in the background here, there is a bit of a battle going on. Chris Chatterton and Mark Cripps at it again here. Chris Chatterton looking wide. Mark Cripps taking the defensive line on the inside. Beyond Dobart's looking to be involved in this as well. David J. Tucker having a little incident there again, guys. Well over the halfway stage now. A lot of pit stops starting to happen now, guys. This battle between Chris Chatterton and Mark Cripps is certainly ongoing. Looks like if Chris, though, is just saving a little bit of fuel and staying behind Mark going along the straight almost every lap. Jon Dobart's managing to maintain his distance between the two as well. Just under a second there. Jon Dobart's having an absolute brilliant race here today. He's fourth in class right now. Chris Chatterton with a big wide turn in there. Mark Cripps a little bit tighter, which has given Chris the better exit. See how close those two are going along the straight. Let's give Chris is quite happy to stay there though just now. Let's jump with the leaders here as they are coming through traffic right now as well. Bram Van Essen still leading the race from his earlier overtake, and Marco Silva just behind. These guys have been pretty much like this the whole race so far. Once all the pit stops are completely, we'll do a run through of the positions. Right now the pit stops are still happening. And it looks like if the leaders are heading into the pits. They are. Leaders going to the pits here. Oh, almost an incident in the pit lane there as Marco and Bram enter the pit lane. Neck and neck. Dave Kellaway heading into the pits. Stevie heading into the pits. Matthew Tatler, no doubt, will head into the pits as well here. No, Matthew's staying out. Joran Ban. Joran Ban heading into the pits there a little bit late. Probably pick up an incident for that. Probably pick up a little bit of a penalty actually for that. Mark Cripps, Chris Chatterton and Jon Dobarts heading into the pits. Nuno S. Costa is next up round at the final turns here. Can't see one. And can't see two. All the leaders in the pits, as you can remember earlier on, Colin Campbell and I'm sure it was Neil Ferrier took early pit stops. Yeah, there's Neil Ferrier there coming up round. Neil Ferrier moving up into 9th place there. Getting things done. If you remember, he was behind Mark Cripps before he made his pit stop. So he's gained time throughout doing that early pits. Colin Campbell as well. Looks like if he's going to get past Joran Ban, which he does there. Joran, remember, crossed the pit lane. White line, which he probably picked up a penalty for. Colin having a fairly quiet race this time round. Not having the best of races at all as he bounces over the curb there. Still trying to push the car though. Jon Dobart's just in front now. Drew Nichols down in 16th place there as well. Just past Joran Ban as well for P16. Drew starting off really strong, quite aggressive at the start of the race. Picked up quite a few possessions, got yourself into a little bit of a muddle and dropped down into P16. All the pit stops are now complete, guys. We have 2 retirements in the race, so let's have a rundown of the... Oh, wait a minute, they're not actually complete. Because Matthew Tatler is currently in the lead. But I would imagine that he'll be pitting at this lap. As he heads up to can't see one. Sorry, that was can't see two. He's heading along. Yeah, he's heading into the pits now. So we will have a rundown of the leaders now. Currently leading the race is Marco Silva. If you remember, Bram and Marco entered the pit lane neck and neck, almost touching each other. So Marco Silva does lead the race here at Fuji International Speedway, and 29 laps into the race. Bram van Essens in second place. Roland Bourne in third. Dave Kellaway fourth. Stevie in fifth. Nuno S. Costa at sixth. Haken at Limbo in seventh. Neil Ferrier in eighth. Mark Cripps ninth. Chris Chatterton 10th. Alan McCain 11th. Marco Shore in 12th. 13th is Jon Dobarts. Colin Campbell in 14th. Drew Nichols 15th. Joran Ban 16th. Josh Kwan in 17th. 19th place, David J. Tucker. 20th, Richard Elms and Graham McKechnie and Elliot Hellier retiring from the race. Joran Ban looking for an overtake manoeuvre here on Drew Nichols. Having to go around the outside because Drew's taking the defensive line on the inside. Has Drew got enough legs to keep this position? It does. Drew, oh, wait a minute. Drew just making a little error on the entry, which in turn will give Joran this position, I think, anyway. But Drew is fighting back nicely. Drew's got the inside line for this one. Good battle here. Joran Ban forced to drop back a little bit. Two BMWs battling out here on a lap 30. Joran Ban looks up the inside again with Drew. Drew having to take it out wide. Nuno S. Costa getting close to Matthew Tatler, who just overtakes as well. We just missed that. Matt Cripps taking over Chris Chatterton as well there, guys, as we're watching this battle between Joran Ban and Drew Nichols. Chris Chatterton dropping down another position there. Not sure if he maybe got himself into a little bit of difficulty. Chatterton and Mark Cripps currently battling going along the straight as well, but we are staying right here with these guys as Drew is sticking to the race line here, but Joran Ban looks up the inside. He's got the legs to do it, takes turn one and retains that position. Nice overtake done there by Joran Ban. Chris Chatterton and Mark Cripps. This ongoing battle between these two, it's been going on for a very long time now. Neil Ferrier going up the inside. Manages to make that move. What a move from Neil Ferrier there, putting the Hacken Limo under pressure on the corner exit. Outstandingly done. Chris Chatterton having a little incident there and retiring from the race as well. A little bit of a battle heating up here as well between Mario Shora and Mark Cripps right now as well. Coming into the late stages, coming into the last 50 minutes of the race. Lap 36, some action heating up here as well against these two guys. Mark Cripps again involved in this situation. Mark Cripps just getting a little bit wide there on the exit. Finding himself having to attack while trying to get through traffic. Having to defend while trying to get through traffic as well here. Richard Elms just in front there. Currently P19. Probably find that Richard just lifts off a little bit and lets these two drivers through since they are battling, and he does so. Jon Dobart's getting through as well there in the background, as you can see. Yeah, let's have a look at this as they head up the straight again here to complete lap 37 onto lap 38 here at Fuji. Mario Shore out looking for the line, and he's passed Mark Cripps. Mark Cripps now under attack from Jon Dobarts as well after that. David Tucker there just staying tight and letting these guys through as well. This battle has been ongoing the whole race. Bram Van Essen just doing the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:37.679. Oh, wait a minute. Shora getting out wide there almost losing again to Mark Krapps. Manages to hold his composure there. Mark going up the inside. Oh, Mark losing a little bit of contact there. Mark has a spin. Dropping down positions. Colin Campbell catching him in the background there. That was very unfortunate for Mark, having an outstanding race there as well. Jon Dobarts and Alan McCain now having a battle due to that. Obviously it upset the pack a little bit there and brought cars closer together. Alan McCain looking up the inside, backs off there from Jon Dobarts. Car number 18, grey and black livery there. Alan McCain looking for a move here. Jon Dobarts showing them that it's not on. Alan just backing off there a little bit then. Oh, wait a minute. Colin Campbell and Mark Krapps is having a little battle here. Mark Krapps taking a defensive line there. And then it's on one. Colin just backing off, deciding that he'll live to fight another day. Wait a minute though, Colin looking a little bit spicy here again against Mark. Mark holding him off quite nicely here though. Let's get back to Alan McCain here as well, because he's looking... He's still looking to pass Jon Dobarts. In the last 10 minutes of this race, still a lot to fight for here. There's points all over the board to fight for. Cars still quite close together as well. Bram van Essen also catching the leader right now as well. This battle was going to be ongoing right to the end of the race. Remember, just earlier on there, Bram was almost a second and a half down from Marco, but he's managed to fight his way back. Alan McCain looking at Jon Dobarts though, heading up the start-finish line. He's currently got his nose in front right now. Alan McCain just squeezing him there to the outside. A nice overtake done there, but he goes out wide. Does Jon Dobarts fight back? He's up the inside. I think Alan's got the dominant line here though. Goes out a little bit wide, but that's fine. Jon Dobarts just losing out to that there. Marco Silva and Van Essen though, this battle is still ongoing. Colin Campbell and Mark Krapps again at it here as well. Oh, wait a minute, Colin Campbell just dropped back there a little bit. This battle for the lead still ongoing right now as well between Marco Silva, and Bram van Essen. It's going to be right to the death of the race here as we come into the last 5 minutes. 5 minutes of this race left to go, guys. It's been an absolute blast of a race as well. Lots of tidy little battles all the way through the circuit. Flashing a light there for Richard Elms, just letting him know that he's coming up to overtake him under blue flag situations. Richard Elms just holding on to the inside there, letting the leaders through. Nicely done there from Richard. Currently in P19, letting that battle continue here between Bram van Essen and Marco Silva. Coming up certainly within the last 5 minutes of the race. Only a few laps left here at Fuji International Speedway for the Turn 7 Racing GT3 Championship, round 3. Again, guys, if you want to be involved and be on the track with these guys, it's easily done. Just check the description below in the video, hit the link, and follow the instructions on how to sign up. Silver just having a few connection issues to the Silver there. Mark Cripps, Colin Campbell, Alan McCain, all having a little bit of battle here. Colin Campbell passed. Alan McCain so far. Looking for Mark Cripps now as well. Looking like if it gets it done up into turn 1. Nice overtake manoeuvre there from Colin Campbell. Nicely done. Gets Alan McCain and Mark Cripps there on the straight. From turn 7 racing yellow. Alan McCain now under pressure from, Alan McCain now putting Mark under, Mark under pressure. I do apologise, guys, getting muddled up with my names there. Bram van Essen passing Marco Silva there for the lead, heading up the straight there as well as they come up to overtake, lap these guys. Bram van Essen making a nice tidy little move up into turn 1. So Bram takes the lead here. This battle isn't done yet. Two more laps left here. Can Bram hold on to the lead? It's going to be interesting to see. Drew Nichols just entering the pit lane there late on in the race. They're on unscheduled pit stop. Josh Kwan entering as well. Not sure if they just maybe underfueled a little bit. Bram van Essen coming up to lap Colin Campbell here near the end of the race. Sure, the leaders will have the white flag now. Bram van Essen up the inside to overtake the back markers here. Back markers just letting the leaders through there. Nicely done. At the same time, for position just behind Colin Campbell and Alan McCain are battling it out. On the last lap of the race here at Fuji International Speedway. Bram van Essen looking strong though, coming up behind Mark Cripps there as well. Coming up into the last time round these corners. The I can't see me corners. Mark Cripps just moving over, letting them through. Nicely done there from Mark, letting that battle continue. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here on the start-finish line straight. Not only that, Alan McCain and Colin Campbell are neck and neck as well, almost. Alan McCain making a mistake on the exit there. You can just see it in the background. Bram van Essen completing the race though. Looks like having the lead. Colin Campbell out for the overtake there as well. He doesn't quite make it though. Alan McCain managing to keep that position. What an end to the race here for the Turn 7 GT3 Championship. Roland Bourne coming up around the corner for the last time with Dave Kellaway following. to complete the race. Nicely done there. Beautiful race from these guys. Stevie coming across the line as well to finish in 5th place. Just behind, you see the checkered flag. Nuno S. Costa coming up round the final turn. For the last time as well. Across the line, collect that checkered flag. Matthew Tatler as well, finishing up there on 7th place. Neil Ferrier currently coming across on 8th place. Hakan Lindbo coming up round the corner for the last time as well there in the Ford in 9th place there. Good race from him as well. Mario Shua coming across as well, along with Jon Dobarts behind. Hakan Lindbo as well, finishing the race there. Jon Dobarts. That's everyone that finished the race here, and what a race it was. Absolutely outstanding race. Bram van Essen taking a win here for the GT3 Championship. Round 3 at Fuji International Speedway. And let's get over to results now. As we look through the results here, Marco Silva. Sorry, that's the qualifying results. I do apologise, guys. So, as we look through the results here at the end of the race, Bram van Essen takes the win, Marco Silva in 2nd, Roland Bourne in 3rd, Dave Kellaway finishes in 4th, Stevie in 5th, Nuno S. Costa in 6th, Matthew Tatler in 7th, 8th Neil Ferrier, 9th Hakan Lindmo, 10th Mario Shora, Jon Dobarts there in 11th, Mark Cripps 12th, Alan McCain finishes in 13th, Colin Campbell 14th, Joran Ban in 15th, Josh Kwan 16th, Drew Nichols in 17th place there as well, and David J. Tucker in 18th place. 19th place was Richard Elms 2 laps down. Chris Chatterton in 20th, retiring the car. Graham McKechnie retiring as well, and Elliot Hellier also retiring the car there in 22nd position. What an absolute blast of a race here for the Turn 7 Racing GT3 Championship at Fuji International Speedway. Next up, guys, we'll have a little look at the race incidents, one at a time. So, yeah, what an absolute outstanding race that was today here at Fuji International Speedway. But let's go back to the incidents and have a little look back on them as Matthew Tatler finishes his in-lap there. Let's go back and have a look at Colin Campbell's incident right on the end of lap 1, I think it was, of the race. Just gets a little bit wide there, hits one of the sausage curbs and loses it. Goes out wide there, drops right to last. Next up is Drew Nichols' incident as well. Let's have a little look at this. A replay sponsored by Sim Racing Industries. Drew Nichols getting on the grass there and just losing it on the outside. Neil Ferrier up next on the incident replay, powered by Sim Racing Industries. Again, just losing that rear end there of the car. Clips up a little bit of contact there as well, destroying the front end of his car a little bit. Nonetheless, he carries on in the race. Jump to Josh Kwan's incident here. He gets tagged there by someone at the back. Elliot Heller's incident as well here. TLDR Sim Sport, Elliot Heller there, car number 22 on the track. Let's have a little look at what... Oh, wait a minute, nothing. He just pulls over and jumps to the pits. Joran Ban incident. SLM Motorsport. Just losing the rear end there. Tyres getting a little bit warm. Spins right round facing the wrong way. Gets back up and goes though, and keeps on running after that. Josh Kwan's second incident of the race as well here. Let's have a little look at this. Just collects the grass there on the outside. It happened a couple of times in the race, to be honest. David J. Tucker incident here, powered by Sim Racing Industries. Just behind Colin Campbell. You remember seeing this in the race as well. He just loses the rear end. Tyres just a little bit too warm. Oh. Yep. A little bit of an incident there. David J. Tucker again here, guys. 24 minutes 37. Into the race. A little bit too much curb on the outside, just loses it. Chris Chatterton's incident as well. 25 minutes and 39 seconds into the race as well here. Again, just getting that outside curb that makes the car unbalanced. And here we go with Graham McKechnie's race-ending incident as well. This was at the end of the race there for Graham. He was having a little battle with Colin and just rolled the car. That was a bad one there from Graham. David J. Tucker again getting himself into a little bit of an incident later on in the race as well. Again, overheating those rear tyres. And again here, David is. Just overheating those rears again. And then gets himself stuck there. Chris Chatterton in 57 minutes into the race. Oh, just loses it there, and it's a bad crash there on the right-hand side, Chris Chatterton. That was a race-ending incident as well. Mark Cripps also had an incident in the race as well, guys. Let's quickly have a look at that on the replay, powered by Sim Racing Industries. We remember this as well, because this is where we caught up. Sorry, this is where Colin Campbell caught up with Mark as well. Just a little bit of contact there on the inside. And that was pretty much it. It was checkered flag after that. That was the last recorded incident of the race, apart from an Alan McCain off track. We'll have a little look at that. Yeah, Alan McCain just getting off track there and having a little kiss with the barrier. So what an absolute belter of a race here again, guys, for the T7R GT3 Championship here at Fuji International Speedway. Yeah, until next time, this is Turn 7 Racing in the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when these videos go up, and other content as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you again next week for Watkins Glen.